over Monday Night Raw. Let's go. Just like we took over every show last year.
So apparently the Bloodline thought that they could just take over Raw and not, get freaked up. It's amazing how at one moment I can think that Sami Zayn is over with the Bloodline, and the next thing you know, he's able to somehow redeem himself. I do not know how this man does it, but he does it so freaking well. Kevin Owens initially trying to take on 4 men. Man, are you kidding me? Now, mind you, Kevin, yes, you are tough. And yes, you and John Cena did beat Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns, but you are not invincible. You got a black eye right now. So it made sense for the whole Raw men's roster to come out. The Bloodline was freaking Kevin up. I was beginning to think that the men's roster didn't really care, that they were just cool with, the Bloodline. The locker room has beef. So I'm glad that, that's the thing. It took them long enough to get fed up, but finally payback. So, that's good. So overall, I feel like this was a clever way to start Raw. Now let's talk about this Raw Women's Championship match between Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss. I hate it, absolutely hate it. I laughed so hard how Bianca was holding Alexa Bliss's head and Alexa Bliss was like swinging, but Bianca was like holding her back. I was cracking up. I'm like, what is this? I loved the Uncle Howdy lookalikes sprinkled throughout the crowd. I feel like those were really nice touches. Then, the whole glitch totally made her black out. Freaks up a referee, freaks up Bianca Belair, and then she's DQ'd. Seriously, that whole ending confused the heck out of me. But I see that this is going to be a huger storyline between Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair. I don't know how long they're going to drag this out, but I felt like, considering that this was basically like a cliffhanger match, I feel like Belair and Bliss did a good job. They were able to build up the anticipation as much as they possibly could without, giving all of what they have planned for this feud, and to keep the storyline going. This street match, Elias and Solo Sikoa, okay. For the type of match that it wasn't bad. I was just happy that Elias was getting some sort of payback. Let us not forget that Solo Sikoa freaked Elias up badly weeks ago. The ending was the best for me though. Solo Sikoa was able to slam Elias onto that freaking piano on the side of the ring. Why in the world was Dominik acting like he served 10 years a hard time? Talk about how prison changes a man. Yo, you were in there for like a day and a half. What are you talking about? With the toothpick in a white room. Oh my gosh, he is so extra. Sadness isn't a bad thing. I can't with this man. Let's see how different he acts now. The Usos and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and the Street Profits. Why do I feel like we're always getting 6-man tag team matches, like all the time? Why? Anyway, it was a solid match. Of course, when you have these 6 men all together in a match is going to be solid. I noticed with this match that it was more of a brawl rather than a technical match. So that was pretty cool, and it did make sense because, the Raw rosters fed up with the Bloodline. So, of course there's going to be scrapping involved. There's going to be people throwing hands, but of course the Usos and Sami Zayn were going to take the W. Dexter Lumis versus Chad Gable. Why? Just why? Chad Gable is practically on every single Monday Night Raw, and he's always losing. And I guess that's just how his character is right now, but he's very talented. And he is really great at being an annoying heel. Dexter Lumis picked up the win, so yay, great. What are they doing with Dexter Lumis and The Miz? Is that done? Bronson Reed came in and helped The Miz win in that whole ladder match. Like, what's going on with that? Are we taking a break from it? Or are we slowly going to throw that in the trash secretly while everyone's turned around the other way? Like, what are we doing with that? Initially, it started out with just being Becky Lynch versus Io Sky and Dakota Kai, a handicap match. But, Mia Yim came in later on and they made it a proper tag team match. But let me just say this whole Becky Lynch and Damage Control beef is quickly running dry. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but it's becoming dry, desert dry. I feel like it doesn't have direction for me. I don't get it. Like, what are we doing here? Is this essentially just a Becky Lynch and Bailey thing, and then, you know, Damage Control is kind of like tagging along. It was cool having Mia Yim come in last minute to make it a tag team match. Mia Yim coming in later on within the match to even out the odds, only for Damage Control to pick up the win. Like, what was that for? It's still just weird booking for me. I get it, Damage Control, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, they're women's tag team champions and we're trying to build them up. The main event, the United States Championship match between Austin Theory versus Seth freaking Rollins. Austin Theory and Seth freaking Rollins have an amazing chemistry in the ring, and every time they fight, it just gets better and better. Hands down, it was the best match of the night. You know, these two, they're always playing mind games. More specifically, Seth is always playing mind games, especially with Austin Theory for obvious reasons, the kid. But my question to you guys is Seth freaking Rollins really injured? Did he really tweak his knee, or was that a part of the storyline? I saw some footage of like after Raw went off air and his knee looked freaked up and he was talking to the ref and stuff. So I'm wondering if this is a part of the storyline, or is he really injured? And if he's really injured, hopefully it's not too severe, because Royal Rumble is like right around the corner. You know, freaking AJ Styles, I think he broke his ankle during a live event, and I'm just like, man, guys. Austin Theory, he retained the United States Championship, capitalized on Seth freaking Rollins' hurt knees. So guys, let me know what you thought of Monday Night Raw. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.